So this is my secret deck I've been trying to build for some time now. It started as a devotion deck with Gary, but I've changed it quite a bit because I want to start playing in some tournaments very soon, and the Gary just didn't feel like a very good card at that. So we are keeping the control team and we are going no devotion. We are playing 2 Faerie Macabres here, we are playing 3 trolls, we are playing 4 blood fountains. I have this from a Rakdos deck we've played some time ago, which played the affinity shell. It was really amazing actually, and I think the fountain can be a decider between a lot of games, especially against matchups like Giant Wildfire. I think it's awesome. It's also great if the opponent has a blood fountain because you can bounce the Faerie Macabre and use it in response to the trigger of their blood fountain, which we did last Saturday. It felt pretty awesome. 1 infection, love this card, cheap removal spells, it provides a body, a lot of 1 toughness threats in the format, some fairy, some elf, some refurbs, 1 Campfire, 2 Grim Bauble, 3 Black Mage's Rot, this is sort of a win condition in a way, 3 cast downs, only 3 because I think 2 mana removal spells are just a little bit too clunky in this metagame, so I prefer the free ones or the 1 mana ones, but the cast down is still one of the best ones in the format, don't get me wrong. Full 8 of the draw spells, some insight, some offerings. I think the insight is awesome because of the flashback, you can use it multiple times. 1 blade, this is a quote-unquote removal and also a win condition if necessary. It's a little bit too clunky as a win con, but it's a pretty good card in general I would say, and it counts towards the affinity count. 4 Wellsprings, 2 Emblems, the classic, 2 Faerie Macabre main deck. I indeed think Faerie Macabre main deck is very good in this metagame. You can be exiling the Snackers, Lava Darts, you can be exiling Fateless Lootings. Obviously it's great against Spy, it's great against all the decks that play Blood Fountain. I just like this card quite a bit. 4 Refurbs, that's why we are playing all the artifacts and 4 Vault of Whispers in the mana base. 1 Snuff Out, yes, just 1. We are playing more in the sideboard, 2 Thorns of the Black Rose. Since we are a control deck, this will make us draw so many cards if we can protect the emblem, of course. 3 Trolls, more lands and a win condition just in 1, especially good with a Blood Fountain. I think it would be a mistake to play the lands, not the trolls in this deck. And 1 Spinning Darkness. This deck usually struggled against mono red because they are so fast, so I'm trying to fix that with the Spinning Darkness. 3 Duresses, 1 more Grim Bauble, 2 Confessions against decks like Terror, Boggles, White Heroic, especially against the blue tempo deck. I think using this to kill snakes without just playing the ward seems to be really nice. 2 Wrench Mind. This is a card that has surprised me quite a bit. I've actually seen it played in Modern with the 8-track deck, and if the opponent has no artifacts, which some of the Pauper decks actually do, I mean most don't have artifacts, but you know there are a lot of the affinity decks and whatnot. Wrench Mind is very sick, I think it's really powerful, and the double black is very easy for us. 2 Drown in Sorrow, Fairies, Elves, you know the drill. 1 more Snuff Out, mostly against Rams, it's decent against Spy as well. 1 more Thorn into the grindy matchups like Giant Wildfire. 1 Spinning Darkness, and 2 Nihilist Spellbombs. Great against like Terrors, Dredges, even usually against red with Sneaky Snackers. But reminder, this is still very experimental. This is like the 4th or 5th version of the deck. So we are going to see how well or poorly does this perform. Obviously, if you have some suggestions how to make this deck better, I will gladly read them down in the comments. And now let's see how this works. And if YouTube is not enough for you and you are looking for some more spicy lists or Pauper guides or working with me personally, there is now a Patreon for that, link below, and let's jump right to the games. Okay, we've got the very first game here against Bounce Baby, and this hand looks pretty good, especially if they are a faster deck. I do like the Fountain, I like the Offering too. I think I will keep this one. I'm playing this deck to... Ooh, I hope this is not High Tide, but we'll see. I'm playing this deck and brewing this deck to actually prepare for tournaments. They go preordained, this could be High Tide. Hopefully not though. To prepare for tournaments I will be doing in the future. I don't want to be a meta slave because I have some meta decks built at home, but I just want to be able to play something that's actually mine. And so I'm trying this out. I think the gameplay of these very slow and control decks is usually very good for you because it makes you better as a player, because obviously all the decision making and you play so many cards in a match and you have to do it at a right time, because if you don't you can simply lose if you miss one trigger and whatnot. So this is a little bit of a challenge. This still looks like High Tide, but also Brainstorm. This could be Izzet Skred. It could also just straight up be mono blue, but not sure about the Snowlands then. I guess they may just like the snowlands, because they are pretty good looking actually. Next turn we could either offering or lembus. I think I'm for lembusing. If they are there, I mean a timely Bahuka box seems to be super important against them. We go another ponder. So this could potentially be a turn 3 there on their part, which we have nothing to do against. But I wonder if this bog is not too early, because I want to play the lembus anyway. Find the refurb, it's quite nice. Do we play lembus or do we play a refurb? I actually think we play lembus, because if they are a their deck, I do think that the refurb would kind of help them there. And actually made sure they can play the Tear on turn 3. So I think I'll go Radiant Fountain and play Lembus, actually. Maybe they are not a Tear deck? If they are not a Tear deck, the Refurbished Familiar could be good. Concerning development, I agree. Because if they're Izzet or something, it's fine. They probably are Izzet because of the Snowlands, but maybe they just like them. I'm getting confused. I think it's very smart to play Snowlands, even if you're playing Mono Blue Tear, just to throw your opponent off. But I will bet they are not Mono Blue, and I guess I will try to... Nah, I'll Lembus. And the reason why we are going to Lembus is because the refurb does cost 1 next turn, so we can use that and a 1-drop. Find a bog? That's crazy. I mean, I actually like this, because, again, if they don't slam a Tear next turn, we can just bog them into bog them, and they will never get it down. I hope, like, a Fjord will come in. They go another Preordain, okay. I just hope we can hold off one more turn of no snakes, and then this is really good. They have some good removal spells against snakes too, but, okay, they go Lorien. Okay, I think, yes, Fjord. Okay, so it's Izzet. So they could go Monarch next turn. This is a beautiful bog, by the way. Find a Vault of Whispers. We already have 3, so this is fine. I think I'll go Refurb to prevent them from going Monarch next turn. They have the Fountain, and I think I will definitely Bahuka bog. Galvanic Discharge, yep, we'll bog this. It's tempting to play a Vault of Whispers, because then we can use that to just sacrifice something, but I think we should be fine-ish here. Okay, not bad. We have another bog. I'm not sure if you want to do that next turn or later, but they will discharge this, that's reasonable. Blood Fountain activation looking juicy here. Maybe they are preparing for a Monarch next turn, we need to be wary of that. Did you find a land? You didn't. Okay, that's nice, actually. That's very nice. Do we main phase Offering? I think the answer is probably yes. I don't think we need life, so I think the Lembus can go away. I do think the Blood Token could be very relevant even right now. It's possible they are playing some Casts main deck, so I'm kind of wary of the Vault of Whispers as well. Cast into the Fire, but I hope not. Some decks play like 1 or 2 copies. But they could have a counter spell, didn't even think of that. Obviously they have a Spell Pierce, I should have played land first. That's really bad now. Alright. In that case, I mean, I don't think there is a Tear next turn. I'll just Vault. Should have done this before, obviously. And step out Blood Token. Alright, my dog is here, so you know the drill. If you hear snoring, you know exactly why that is. I think we are ditching the swamp too. Hopefully no land Admiral, that will be bad. Like really bad. They don't do anything, okay. Well, let me just Blood Token away this swamp here. Fanatical is beautiful. Find a Thorn. Questionable. So we can either play a Thorn. The chances of that going through are, I would say, close to 0. They definitely have some counter magic here. I'm thinking about playing 1 Grim Bauble just to play it and then offering it end step. I think I will play Bauble just to play it. I don't want to sacrifice a Blood Fountain. Sweet. I will bog them and I will wait. We will Offering whenever they tap out. I want these 2 cards. Already made a mistake with one of the offerings, so say go. Slamming a Thorn is pretty risky. Especially slamming a Thorn when they slam their Admiral is like even better, right? Because we just steal it back. Especially if it's the 5-2 Admiral, that's even better. End step, I will attempt to Fanatical Offering the Grim Bauble. Hope they don't have a Spell Pierce. Probably do. If they have a counter spell, we'll slam a Thorn. They do. Time to slam a Thorn, I think. Troll. Interesting. Okay. Let me just Swamp Cycle this bad boy. We can Blood Fountain too, but this is not what I've planned. My plan is using a Thorn. Even Force Spike doesn't do it here, so this is just awesome. The counter spell was a little bit hasty in my opinion. Now we will get this back. We can return back Refurb Troll. It was Skred, huh? Okay. Or Bolt, or Discharge. Okay, but we will start drawing cards, which is important. No Witch's Cottage in this deck? I just felt like we have too many tapped lands already, and the Fountains kinda do the same thing. We play 4. So I removed the Cottage. We have a little bit too little of swamps. Too few swamps. Because of 2 Fountains, I'm playing 2 Rakdos Carnariums. 4 Vault of Whispers, already getting a little low here. Oh, they'll just steal the Monarch if we're cooked. Oh no, it's a Mystic, that's better. I mean, I don't know what to do against the Mystic. I just need to find some cards, I guess. Give me some removal spells, please. What do we do here? Just hope for the best. Can do refurb troll. Could do bauble. Could discard the Canarium or discard the bauble, but that's a little weird. I don't really know. I think we're getting a little flooded here again, but we have one more monarchy, so I could leave up a kill spell actually. I think I'll do it while I can, right? I'll just Blood Fountain back, refurb, Horn, or Troll. I think Troll is pretty nasty here actually. I'll go Troll. We have only one artifact. We could have 3 and play the refurb. I think I'm for it. I'll play the Fountain and go with the refurb. You'll done Carnarium back. I think the Bog or the Fountain, I'm not sure. Good thing is they kinda can't steal the Monarchy yet, which is great. If you find a Snuff Out, this is a dream. Yes, Valar. I think that's the best course of action as well. I think I'll Rakdos Carnarium. They discarded there. I don't think we need to do this with a Bog. I think the Fountain is better here. We need some untapped sources. We are going to be doing a lot. Snuff Out would be great here. Swamp is, I mean, fine. If they attack, we block. If they remove, then they steal Monarchy, which is quite bad. They'll probably have a removal for this. Yeah, the Monarchy is a little risky, not gonna lie. But if they remove, we have the Fountain anyway, which is sick. I can cycle the Troll too. Or I can bring the Thorn. They go Campfire. They're actually going control, okay. They gain 2. Or they shuffle back stuff. I don't know, probably gain 2, right? Yep. Do you attack? I will obviously block. I mean, you definitely want to attack here. Yep. I think Refurb is worth it for one more card. We can also return it with the Fountain, which is sick. If we find straight up a removal spell, it would be awesome. Another Fountain. I don't hate it. Like, we can just cycle these guys. Let me play the Radiant Fountain here. And we are doing 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I want the Monarch and the Refurb back. It's just crazy value, which I love. I'll go Refurb again. Oh, it goes hold up. In that case, sorry for that. We'll play a Fountain first. We'll go for Refurbished Familiar. Still no removal spells, which I guess is okay-ish. They discard again. Let's see what it is. It was Skred it. Alright, so they will steal it back, it looks like. And they will discard the last card they have. It's another there, okay. Grimbauble the Burb is kinda reasonable, I would say. Did we play land this turn? Draws a card, yes, we played the Radiant Fountain. So we can cycle Troll and step, or we can get away with the Swamp. We can straight up discard the Troll too. I think I'll go Grimbauble on the Burb, just to have an artifact. I think I'll discard the Troll, return it with the Fountain later. If we find the cast down, I'm mad, but we still have one Snuff Out in the deck, which is real good, and we have still the Monarch. So I think I may try to discard the Troll now, to find a Snuff Out, right, if possible. I'll Blood Token the Troll. I don't think we will find a Snuff Out, it's very unlikely, yep. Mystic, 1, Steal Monarchy, reasonable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so what we can do is Blood Fountain Refurb, maybe bait counterspell, play a Thorn. Is that good? Sounds decent. They will actually Island Cycle the Lorien, okay. This is nice. Yeah, I think I have a plan here. You can just straight up slam the Thorn as well. Not even need to do the Blood Fountain here. So they have the Monarchy now. Ooh, we have a Blade. We have a Blade. Depends what this is. It really does. I obviously want to get back the Monarch, so I'll try to do Blade first. If this is not a spell, we are chilling. If it is, they will at least... it's a spell, okay. It's an instant too. They drew Mana Leak. That's pretty great. Did I play land yet? No. In that case, I can actually pay for it and then play the Thorn anyway. I'll do 3. And then we will slam the Thorn, yoink the Monarchy. That's good. Still waiting for a Snuff Out, but we'll see. They'll gain 2. Yep, draw. Wellspring, okay. Need to find some removal spells. We've been pretty light on cast down, Snuff Outs, these types of stuff. They've actually find a Skred, which is the best thing they could ever find. Okay, lucky. Can I do Refurb, make them discard? That sounds pretty good. You just need to kill this guy. Find Infection, that's really good too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, make it 10. Let's Fountain these 2 guys, Refurb included. Play Refurb, I would say. Make them discard whatever they have, or make us draw, depends. Okay, it was snow covered, this thing, okay. So they are the Monarch again, so we can just yoink it and Fungal Infection the Burb. I like this. Wow, good game, good game, good game. This is what I want to play, exactly these types of cards. And these types of decks against each other, like very heavy making of decisions. Will Infection the Bird, while they have no counter. Yeah, Blood Fountains did carry this time, really hard. Cast down is nice, okay. There's no way they can remove all of this. They just Campfire, reasonable. Oh, we found a Thorn again. I'll go for a Lembus first. If we could bait a counterspell, I would be the happiest. On the Lembus, I'll bottom this one. We found a Spinning Darkness. It's kinda cool. First, I'll Wellspring, I believe. Faerie Macabre. Could be a hard cast, honestly. They don't have much graveyard synergy anyway, I would say. So we could genuinely hardcast the Faerie Macabre. I like it. I mean, attacking here. If we attack with the Refurb, they will definitely definitely take their time to cast whatever spell this is. If they counter now, we could be in trouble. I will just Faerie Macabre hard cast, I think. Okay, I'll try to cast down this guy then. Sweet, I guess that's good game. We draw. Campfire, nice. Monarch? Okay, respectable. We will Spinning Darkness. Before they draw, we will just use it. Okay, we exile top 3, Spinning Darkness the Commodore. Not bad. And so we have decent clock too. They have the Monarchy though. Let's attack first. We can steal it with a Thorn too, but I'm fine, I think. They'll gain 2. Attack for a lot. We steal the Monarchy. There's no way they can counter the Campfire. We'll cast the Campfire. We will Inside the Wellspring. Swamp Macabre. Rod. Rod is here. Give me Rod. And I guess we can flashback the Insight later on. Could cast the Maca as well. I think I'm good though. I'll just play the Swamp. And I would just say go. We can Campfire plus Flashback Insight. Let's see what we draw. Nice Wellspring. We can start pinging them here with a hero token. Perilous Landscape. Oh, they're playing Mana League. I think Mana League is actually quite a good card if you're not running Mono Blue. You should have some good experience with this. Gain 2. Alright. Combat and step. We will tap 5. We will Flashback the Insight, sacrificing the Lambus, pretty please. Deal 1 to them. We always heal to Lambus. We always heal to the hero token. More importantly, to save time. And then cast down Carnarium. Really good. Refurb again. So let's see what's their last card. I mean, it's just a wrap here, isn't it? If they have a breath weapon, it's really good, but they probably play some breath weapons. They could wipe us out here, I think, if they have it. Okay, they don't. I'll tap 1 book. I'll play the Carnarium, return the tap book. I want to exile their grave too. Then we will add 1 more to that. I'll go for the Wellspring here. I think I forgot to Campfire, by the way. Should be fine anyway. We'll attack. BRB. Okay, we're back. Declare blockers. Let's see how much damage this is. Good morning, Lolly. And you're right, Swalar. They might have the Cannonade because of the pirates. That's right. Because of the Commodores. We can flip a blade, I guess. Okay, second main. So we could either play the Maca or we could discard it. Because if they indeed have a Cannonade, most of these guys actually die except the Thorn, which is pretty bad. I think I'll just flip the blade this time. Leave up some cast downs, maybe Blood Token away the Maca and step. I'll flip this, exile the Troll. Could do the 1/1, but it's power that's on board already, so should be fine here. Leave a cast down. The Monarch is so nice here. Eviscerator's Insight. Okay, that's another thing we can do there. They play the Larian there. We can't cast that down yet. They'll Campfire. Okay, let me just Inside the Wellspring. Find a Lambus. Interesting. Now we draw 2. Here's a Troll. That's a hard cast if I've ever seen one. And I guess I want to actually cycle the Vault of Whispers here. Beautiful. Okay, Sepulture, we always yield to this. Okay, so first let me tap like this. We will cast down the Terror. Pay it like that. We'll use the red to pay the ward. We win the first game. Very clean. Loved it. Now, some other things are coming to mind now. Need to make sure we can offset their Monarchy and their Terrors. This is interesting. So I think this can go away. Blood Fountain did amazing here. I don't like the Rod in these matchups usually, although it's a creature. I don't like the Faerie Macabre actually in this matchup. I'll bring in the Spell Bombs. I hate the Spinning Darkness in this one. I think Wrench Mind could be really cool, although I mean, it forces a counter spell, that's about it. Snuff Out is like insanely necessary here. Confessions are great, although doesn't really get rid of the Mystic though. I'll Confession, think it's better than a Blade, although Blade is not bad actually. It's good against everything but Mystic, right? 1 Fountain can go, I would say. Bring another Confession, and then I would love to fit some Duresses to like prevent counter magic for going crazy against us, to be completely honest. We could do turn number 3 if we are feeling crazy. Okay, let's go turn number 3. This is definitely a keep. Okay, I'll go like this. I guess 1 Duress. I would love a second one though. Okay, give me second Duress and we can say go. Nice, yes. The Izzet deck's pretty scary against us because they can just steal the Monarchy whenever they want. Okay, this hand is very interesting. It's pretty slow. It has triple Wellspring, which is like all cantrips. It has the Confession though, which is pretty good. I will try this one. I don't think it's the best actually, but we will try it. I'm missing a creature to not get simply monarched out of the game, right? This deck has a little bit of trouble against all the emblems. Ooh, sweet. They definitely did go for like casts. Wait, what did they do? This doesn't come into play tapped. Did they just tap it? Did they just make a mistake or they cycle Lorien? It doesn't say they did, so I guess they just made a mistake. Okay, I'll go Swamp, I'll go Blood Fountain. I'll try to delay the vault because of cast into the fire if they have it, right? Okay, Snowcloud Island. Could be a mana leak for all we know. Okay, they will bring a mountain, I think. Could be a land, an island, but it's a mountain, okay. And Preordain. So the Wellspring has a free reign, that's nice. They're running mana leaks, counter spells, spell pierces, a lot of counter magic. Bolt, cool. I'll swamp, I'll Iker. A little bit flooded, but at least we can delay the vaults. That's cool. We have the extract, which doesn't do much yet. Can use the blood token to discard one of the vaults, maybe even, to be honest. It's too many lands. We definitely need some creatures to prepare for the monarchy and some removal spells, but I do think the confession is very nice here. It's also very possible they sideboarded out the Terrors, which would make the Nihil Spellbombs little worse, but not so bad. They still have Campfire probably. They go Brainstorm. This looks like a fast terror, not gonna lie. Snuff Out is very good. Very, very good. We have 3 artifacts, so if we find a refurb with the Wellspring, we can still use it, which is great. I'll go for the Wellspring. Then I guess end step, I'll blood token away the vault. Yes, definitely. Okay, sick. That's actually not bad. I like this. We have some removal. Snuff Out is great with the extract because we can use 4 out of 6 of the evidence collection to just use this, and that's great. Now, looks like they're going for a fast terror. Could be a Monarch preparation as well, but they are cantripping like crazy, which is, I guess, something you want to do anyway. This could be a mana leak. End step, I'll blood token away the Vault of Whispers, offering Bohuka Bog. Okay. So I kind of want to wait with the offering. Bog is very tempting because terror is close. I can smell it from a mile away. Almost want to play the Bog. If they mana leak us here, this is kind of scary. We could actually be in trouble, but I think Wellspring first is always good. I would love a refurb or something. Offering. Okay, I think I'll take the hit there. I'll take the hit. I'll just play a swamp. We have a lot of play here. The only thing we don't have is way to steal back Monarchy, which is pretty bad. But if they slam a Monarch, we can snuff it out in the Wellspring, hopefully finding some creatures. Tornado the Black Rose would be awesome. We play 3 now in the main. Decklist? Oh yeah. You need to go on Twitch to use the command, but I will copy it. Hopefully it will be helpful. Welcome patch, by the way. You should have it there. You should have it in the chat. Beginning of combat step. They didn't do anything, huh? They didn't find the land. That's pretty unlucky, actually. End step, you're offering away the Wellspring. Let's see if they want to counter. I would imagine they do. Spellbomb is here, Fountain is here, Insight is here. No creature is here, though. They'll discard something. Let's see what it is. Cast into the fire. I'm so glad we didn't play it, the vault. Now we can, I think, but I'm bogging, I believe. First, let me actually try to Spellbomb. See if maybe they care a lot about their graveyard, and they will try to counterspell this. If they do, we let it through, then just block. Because if they have a Terror, yeah, that's what I thought. I'll say okay, I don't actually mind. No, I want to play my game now. I will use probably the Bohuka Bog on them. I should have maybe played the Fountain first, see if they want to counter, but that's reasonable. Okay, let's play a Fountain. It works, okay. And I think I'll just hold the Fanatical Offering. We also have Snuff Out. Even with Ward, if they play a Terror, they can't. That's good, okay. Still looking for the refurbs and the creatures in general. Need to slam the Monarch soon. They still don't have a land. I feel bad. What are they? They have to have so many creatures in there. I will try to offering the Wellspring again. It's 1 card at least. If more, it's great. More fountains. Jesus Christ, okay. Okay, this is getting a little funny now, not gonna lie. I think I'll just play the Radiant Fountain and use the blood token to cycle away the swamp. Refurb is here, that's great, okay. So this will bait a counter spell if they want. Okay, I'll just refurb, I think. Okay, I'll Spellbomb first. Maybe they want to counter. I've been thinking about a deck like this since I put the Golgari Gardens together. Exactly, yes. The Gardens were a huge inspiration for this deck, actually. But I didn't like the green. I wanted to go straight up mono black. First, it was an experiment with the Great Merchant of Asphodel, Gary, right? It's probably eating a counter spell, let's be real. If it's a league, I'm paying for it, by the way. But Gary just seemed a little bit too slow for the archetype. There were not too many black pips, so I chopped the Garys. And we are playing Gardens-like decks, but the Fountains just are so good, I don't know. They will straight up counterspell this. Okay, reasonable. So if I Insight right now, if I Insight a Wellspring, it's 1 for 3, we go back to 8. So I would need to Insight the map if I want to have a chance to play a Refurbished Familiar. I will try it. Wow, that was crazy call here. We can Wrench Mine too. I don't think they will be happy about us having Wrench Mine. We can chop the bomb, but I do think we can wait for the bomb, especially if this is going to be a Campfire game. And I do love the addition of Radiant Fountains. We don't have too many black pips, so it doesn't disrupt the mana base too much, but then at the same time, it helps us against red, which is nice. They will probably Skred this. Okay, this is looking like a preparation for Monarch. I mean, it's like certain they have a Monarch, right? So we can just Fountain back the Refurb. Yeah, they will play Monarch now. It could be a Murmuring Mystic, but I doubt it. I think they will just slam a Monarch here. Just do it. I know you have at least one, probably two even in their hand. It's a Tear, what? Okay. I mean, that's angle of Extract the Confession, but alright, I will take it all day, every day. So let's be a little mean here. First off, let's actually Wrench Mine them. They will have to discard 2 cards, which is crazy. It's so powerful. Let's see if there was a Monarch or not. I believe they will keep a Monarch if they had it. It's their only out of this game. Ooh, good hits. Cannonade not so much. Mystic crazy though. Crazy hit on the Mystic. It's time for the Extract the Confession. We don't even need to collect the evidence. And then I almost want to keep mana up for cast down, so I can straight up just Canarium, probably the Radiant Fountain. Or the other way around. We could also activate the Spell Bomb now. If another one, if they have a Campfire, we can draw. Next turn we could straight up Blood Fountain for the Refurbs. Wow, another Refurb? I mean, they're so mean. We're so mean. Like, actually so mean. We can bounce the bug as well. I mean, this is just game over. This is crazy. Thank you for sharing the list. I follow you on Moxfield. Good luck, have fun with your games. Thank you, Patch. Thank you. I hope this will be fun. So, they had 2 Mystics in their hand. That's insane. Should've... Well, no. Actually, I did it well. We can't play the Bohuka book anyway. And we have so much value to be coming with the Blood Fountains. Man, Blood Fountain is so crazy. Snuff out. Cool. Let's attack for 2. Okay, we have a Refurb. Let's see, what creatures do we have? We have 1 Refurb. That's it? Wow. I mean, I'm not using this to return 1 Refurb, right? Am I? I mean, I'm definitely not. So I think I'm just flashbacking, honestly, main phase flashback Insight. They're asking for the name of this deck, interesting. Find another Fountain. I would love to find... Wait, we have 2 Refurbs in the grave? Did I miss that by some crazy coincidence? Or was there here before? I'm not sure. Second main, do we bog them? I think we might as well. I mean, 2 mana up for cast down? Nah, I will just Blood Fountain. Probably play the Vault finally. We escaped the exiling spell. And then we will hold the cast down. We can use we have 3 Blood Fountains. They're so cooked. We have 2 Refurbs in the grave with 3 Fountains. Oh no. They go Storm. Alright. You'll discharge the Refurb. Well, unluckily for you, my friend, 1 for 1ing in this format isn't enough, right? We'll ditch the Fountain. I will keep the Snuff Outs. So I will Blood Token away the Radiant Fountain. This is a Fountain tribal. We play the Radiant one and the Blood one as well. I like the Infection. It's mostly there to steal back Monarchy, but still good like this. I'm definitely just using the Fountain, bringing back the Refurbs. Just disgusting. I mean, Blood Fountain and Refurb together is just so ew, you know? We will probably have to discard, play another Refurb. If they kill them, we have 2 more Fountains. I mean, what are they going to do even? Find the Offering, okay. Play this. Do we have 7 in hand? Okay, in that case, let's just do nothing. I don't want to even activate the map. I can end step maybe Offering if I really want. We'll speed up the clock on the Refurbs if we map up well. I could also Offering the Refurb, but I think I would rather attack. So let me Offering the map. We still have 1. Okay, Monarch is here. I mean, I'm not even sure if it's necessary. Not gonna lie. Duress? Depends. Let me check what they have. They didn't play this, so I don't think it's a land. Oh well, it's a land. Alright then. We'll just keep 7, I guess. We can ditch. We can bring back a Refurb again. We have some Trolls in the deck, which can serve as decent win cons. I should have mapped up first, but I kind of want to keep 7, not gonna lie, so... I'm not even playing the Thorn this time, I'm just being reactive and slowly using the Refurbs to win the game. We could end step, bring back Refurb, and I think that's the only creature we have now. They drew... we don't know what they drew. Okay, first, let me actually map up this one, for example. What did we? Duress. Let's ditch that into the grave. Attack for 5. I'll actually be super mean. I will Fungal Infection my own Refurb, create a 1/1, then I will bounce them back both with... This is so nasty. I'll bounce them back both with the Blood Fountain. I'll Refurb. They'll discard whatever they have or we draw. I mean, we have so many cards now, it's insane. Oh, it was the Fjord again, okay. Now they have no cards, so I guess I'll just play this. And again, we can keep on 7, it's chill. If they somehow kill the Refurbs, we have, well, you guessed it, 1 more Fountain. Now we are waiting for the Trolls. And that's a good game well played against the Izzet Skred deck. It was nice, I would say. It was a good game. Okay, so first, and against Monkey, we will see what we get. Hand is pretty good, I would say, especially if they are fast. We have the Infection. I'll keep this. Looks rock solid. They moved down to 5. That's bad. Luckily for them, we don't have refurbs yet, so it's not game over, but still. Seems pretty difficult. Will says, I've never caught you live before. Love my content. It's before work here in New York City. This is a great way to enjoy some coffee. Well, first off, it's really cool you are from New York. And second off, I'm glad you enjoy what I do. That's always awesome to hear. So thank you for that. Ooh, speaking of Rakdos Madness, looks like we may go against one. Black Mage's Rod. Let me think. I think Black Mage's Rod is fine here. Honestly, to apply some pressure, start draining. Gain 2 life from the Radiant Fountain. Will Rod. Job select. Next turn we can Offering plus Infection. Infection is sick. I love Infection. I mean, this upper link is so strong and a 1-1 is actually relevant in most matchups. This is definitely Rakdos Madness. So Snacker is here. Okay. Snacker comes back. Grab the price into Snacker probably. Oh, they plot a robbery. So no Snacker yet. That's quite interesting. That's quite interesting. I will attack for 2. I think it's time to discard the blood token with the Offering probably. I will keep up the Infection because we can bog them if they go for a Snacker, and I will just say go. We will sacrifice the blood. Bohuka Bog is great against sneaky snackers, but they have to die first, of course. I'm feeling a Kitchen Imp here, possibly, which Fungal Infection doesn't do much against. So let me see, is there a sneaky snacker? They choose this card, so yeah, okay, it's an Imp. That's the worst case scenario. We would love a snacker instead, but Imp is obviously very good for them. So I guess we are taking 2 here. We will pay for the Imp. They will hit us for 2. I would love for them to play like Voldar and Epic here. If they play Epic here, the Infection gains great value. Nice, awesome. That's great, actually great. Because now we can just Infection... Well, okay, let's be proper here. Let me just Offering the blood token first. I will yield to the drain. I don't know what we are trying to find. Lambos Bobble is... That's so good. Wow. End step, and we will Fungal Infection the Epic here. The Fungal Infection so far has been really good in a lot of different matchups. Refurb, I guess that's nice. So let's make this properly, right? Let's just 3 artifacts. Sadly, we will miss a Lambus probably, but I don't hate that. Snacker maybe? That would be nice with a bog. Wow, we actually... that's insane. We predicted the whole play, nice. Okay, time for Grimbobble the Imp, and then we will bog. We can even map up the Rod if we want. Okay, let's map up the Rod. We reveal Eviscerator's Insight. Is that good enough? Since it has the flashback, I will put this into the graveyard. And then we can Bohuka Bog. Snacker is gone, which is important. We will swing for 4. We are the aggressive deck now. So by the way, we've got a lot of people here. What's everybody playing in Pauper? What deck are you guys rocking right now? If you play in tournaments or even for fun on like MTGO or some kitchen table magic with friends. Will says, never seen Fungal Infection played before. It was very good in Limited. Seems quite good in this Pauper meta. Yeah, it's like a very sneaky sleeper card, right? Most people don't really play it, but it seems lovely. Okay, another Epic here. We are at 16, that's still decently healthy, I would say. Troll for land, Well, I guess nothing wrong with Lambusing first. I mean, the Black Mage's Rod kinda does a lot. I mean, like every time I play it in this control deck, it's just good. Scry 1 draw. Looking for Insight. I mean, this can go to the bottom, I would say. Thorn is fine. Let me attack here. Swing with everything, I'm not really afraid. We are the aggressive deck now, somehow. Swalar plays Tron, the colorless build, that's awesome. I do think you have your own version, right? So Andres has none, but you're looking into elves. Elves are insane. Especially the card draw in elves is like wild, right? Like 2 mana draw 4, we all know what I'm talking about. Winding Ways, Lead the Stampedes. Those cards are probably one of the strongest cards in the format. When the first came, yep, nice job. Okay, so against Madness, we don't know if they're playing the artifact version, but the Range Mind isn't horrible against them. Drown in Sorrow is decent. I don't like Thorn against them in this matchup, and Snuff Out is bad too. Spinning Darkness is mid too. I do like Duress. Grimbobble is powerful, it's better than Cast Down in this matchup. Tiding Blade could be decent. Ditch 1 Fountain, bring in... Do we try the Range Mind or is it too greedy? Okay, let's do it. But with double Range Mind, I actually want... I actually want some Nihil Spell Bombs. Anything to ditch from this thing, from this. Cast down Insight, Faerie Macabre, Spell Bomb. I guess 1 Insight for 1 Spell Bomb. I think that's fine. They choose to play first, of course they do. We have a Duress into Range Mind. Not bad. Not bad at all. I think we keep. It's basically 3 lands. We have some stuff to play. They go Jagged Barrens. We will snipe either Robbery or... how is this card called? Grab the Prize, right? So again, they could have cast into the fire, so Vault of Whispers is a little greedy, so I will go for Swamp. Duress. Let's see what they have. Fire Temper, Kiss. Okay, so Kiss is like the standout here, it's so good. Play probably an Epic here. Man, the Range Mind will do wonders. Okay, let's take the Kiss. Okay, so I imagine they will Epic here, right? Problem with the Range Mind is... Oh, they have another one. Okay, so we can straight up Range Mind. This is good. Nice, okay. Because if they left the mountain untapped, they could have paid for the Madness cost for Fire Temper. But now I guess we can just Range Mind that it screws them so much. Because they have no mana open. This is so good. Bro, I think Range Mind is such a good card, no? Like, in the sideboard, it makes so much sense to me, and like anytime I played it, it felt so nice. They go for a Barons and a Fire Temper, so they have a Fire Temper in their hand now. So it looks like this. Okay. Next turn, probably Rockolumbus. They have double 1/1s, which is pretty scary actually. They will Fire Temper me, draw. We could lose still. If we went first, it's a different story, but since we're going second, so now they don't have D-Temper anymore. Double attack, this is the problem, this clock right here. Double attack, yep. But what do we need to have to stop this? Another Insight is not it, I think. It's just Lambus. Grim Bauble would be great. Half Star Clock. No thank you. Cast down is decent. Let's say go. Okay. Razor Tap Gorge. Would come in untapped though, which is good. Looks like attack for 2. Yeah. Yeah, they're slowly killing us here. We'll cycle a Troll. Swamp. Play the Swamp. I think, okay, Wellspring Insight is decent. It allows us to keep the Lambus, which is important. Okay, let me Wellspring first. Fountain. Okay, just say go, I guess. It doesn't make me too happy, but it's okay. Fountain is like, it removes 1 turn of their clock. Okay, never mind. Jagged Barrens. Yeah, we are getting into kill range super fast here. And I don't want to cast down the Epic here, not gonna lie. I was waiting if they like discard Imp or something, but yeah. So they don't play the Artifact version, which I think is better, by the way. I think Artifact version is a little worse. Obviously, Galvanic Blast is sick, but it's vulnerable to hate. We find Under Fountain. Another Range Mind. What the? Another Refurb. What's happening here? Okay, let me Range Mind them first. What the hell is this? Like, Fire Temper dead or something. That would be funny. Ooh, nasty discard. Range Mind MVP, man. We draw 2. Bog? Wow, okay. Well, I'm a little scared. I'll play the Fountain, I think. Another Refurb? Jesus Christ, okay. Am I scared? I mean, I would block. There's nothing of relevance in the grave. I'll just Fountain. I guess we can use a map, although I want to sacrifice that, so I won't use a map. Although, listen, if we map up, it can actually block well. So I think it's worth it. I'll actually map up so it can block the Epic, right? Find a BF. Is BF good? Yeah, I mean, we can sacrifice the insights and whatnot to it. So I'll say no, let's keep it on top. Say go. Now we have a great blocker. Looks like Fateless. No, it's Bolt. Okay. I mean, I'll block all day, every day with Blood Fountain on top. You know me. Only problem, a little bit too little artifacts, but Blood Fountain is here. Too few artifacts, rather. But Blood Fountain is here to save the day. Let's go Refurb, see what we draw. Ooh, Wellspring. Cool. Blood Fountain. Radiant Fountain, rather. We can return double Refurb. We can also... We just have so much to do. I'll just say go. They don't even attack. Interesting. Well, in that case, let me introduce you to Blood Fountain, the most broken card in Pauper. Well, that's a lie, but it's pretty close, I would say. Look, I feel so bad. Oh my god. Okay, let's go Refurb. I'm not even going to attack first. I mean, I feel horrible. Mountain, okay, just imagine 1 mana to 1 flying, Battle Cry, draw a card. Yeah, that's not broken. That's completely fair, actually. We'll Refurb again. Be Black Mage's Rod. Alright, well, guess let's play the Rod, right? It's fine. Can use the Blood Token to discard something, like the Insight maybe. It's time for Bog them. Okay, end of turn, we will use the Blood Token, discard, I think, the Insight, because We already have more than enough card draw. Let's attack for 2. Jesus Christ. Ooh. I mean, a well-timed Range Mind destroys even Madness. It wouldn't if they play the artifact version, but this is so nice, not gonna lie. We win 2-0, sick. I mean, that was awesome. Okay, everybody, welcome back to the conclusion. We played this deck for very close to 4 hours, and I wasn't thinking too much about it at first. I thought it was going to be average, but it's actually pretty nice. We have beaten a lot of meta decks, including Rakdos Madness, including Dimmer Fairies and decks like that, which is pretty nice. I do think the Faerie Macabre main deck actually has very good use cases against Burn, Dredge and whatnot. Spy, of course. It's a pretty nice card, and when the worst comes, you can play it as a 2/2 for 3, which isn't bad at all. The Black Mage's Rod was a very nice addition to the deck. I could imagine playing some number of the Gurmag Anglers if you wanted. Maybe like 1 or 2, probably just 1. You could replace, I think, like 1 Black Mage's Rod for 1 Angler if you wanted. It's not necessary though. I feel like the Refurbished Familiars with the Thorns and whatnot, along with the Blood Fountains, do a great job of finishing the game. Obviously, the Black Mage's Rod is a very good piece for that as well, because you have a ton of non-creature spells. And the card that surprised me the most in this deck is a one-off, and that is the Fungal Infection. This card is so good against all the aggressive decks like Fairies, but it's also surprisingly good against the more low-tier ground decks. It protects the Monarch so well, right? So you can use this on Refurbs, you can use this on like, we actually used this on Murmuring Mystic to make it a 0/4 and double block with the Familiar, which won us the game. So I've actually won games because of the Fungal Infection. It seems pretty awesome. I'm very happy about the Radiant Fountains. I think it's quite important against red, and the Carnariums along with the blocks and the Fountains again do work extremely well. So this is real nice. The Thorns, I think 2 main deck are fine. In some matchups you will sideboard them out, which is really nice because you have a very clear sideboard plan, because when the opponent doesn't have the graveyard synergies, you can sideboard out the Faerie Macabre. If they are very aggressive, you can sideboard out the Thorns. You know, you can also sideboard out Grimbaubles against something like Ramp, although it's nice to hit the Arbor Elf, and against black decks you can sideboard out the Spinning Darkness and the Snuff Out, so you have some very good options. Now let's move to the sideboard. Well, I was very happy with it. I think Rangemind is so underrated. I've actually seen someone play it in Modern. It's such a good card. Like, you sideboard this in against most decks that don't play the artifact packages. So this card is for me like 10 out of 10. It's a very nice card. Drowning Sorrow, obviously nice against the Go Wide decks. 1 Spinning Darkness, 1 more Thorn, 1 Snuff Out. Those one-offs are here for specific matchups. Thorn great against Jaunt and whatnot. Snuff Out, you know, great against these very fast decks. Spinning Darkness, great against Burn mostly. Same with the Grimbauble. 3 Duresses, very versatile. And 2 Spell Bombs if you meet the Spies, the Thirst, and the Blood Fountain decks. It's nice to have some Spell Bombs in the side as well. Well, definitely let me know what you think about this deck. I will love to hear your opinion, and how would you change the deck to make it even better than it is now. And I will see you soon. Have a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and bye.